All right. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to our Self-Code Digital YouTube channel and our live coding React Native series. Today, tonight is actually a special day because first of all, we didn't do it. We didn't run the stream last night. It's been moved on for tonight, so I wanted to apologize first of all, but then I also wanted to thank you all and everyone individually for the feedback I'm getting. It really motivates me and it gives me the boost, the energy for doing more. And without you guys, I wouldn't be able to keep up doing it, because you give me all that motivation for running this series, which is actually incredible. And I'm glad that this series helps some people, and it actually makes you wonder what I do and how I do things, and you do ask questions. I do get a lot of feedback after the streams. You send me a lot of private messages and emails, so it's really cool, and it really gives me the feeling that you guys really enjoy it as well, and that gives me the motivation. So thank you very much. And if you want to be notified about the upcoming events or upcoming videos or things, just subscribe on YouTube. The YouTube channel is displayed on that side, I guess. It's over there somewhere. It's called Self-Code Digital and it's on YouTube. So if you want to be notified about the new videos and everything, just do subscribe to that channel and click on the big bell. So you get the notifications, and yeah, I mean, it's great that we are having this kind of interaction, because this is the way to do it, right? This is the only reason why I'm doing this. It's all about having the interaction with you. It's not really about kind of teaching you or anything. It's not the thing that some people think it is for. It's the live coding series. It's not really the tutorial series or like a course series or anything. It's just the live coding. I'm building up using Expo and React Native and some other technologies, just so some people might actually see how I'm doing things, but it's not really meant to be like a tutorial. I tend to comment on what I'm doing. I tend to keep talking as we do things here. But this is not what it's meant for, right? So I'm only kind of just running this show to have the interaction with you guys. And if you have any questions whilst I'm doing things, then I'm more than happy to answer any of them. But anyway, let's get back to our series. So tonight we're going to be working on our photo app again. We need to access the database, the Firebase database, which we are going to talk about in a minute. And then once we access that database, we're going to be storing some information in there, and we're going to be using the components or the features that we built previously to upload the photos and and upload them to the database, upload them to the Firebase storage as well. And then we are probably gonna have like a screen where we can display all of those images nicely. So this is going to be our first task for tonight. It's going to be to access the database and store the assets information in there. So let's go back to Firebase. So in Firebase, there are different kind of services or features from Firebase that you can access, and I've selected database, where I can now define the collection. So my collection is going to be called media items, and this is going to have so the URL, then it's going to have the height, it's going to have the width, media type, actually, or maybe just type. So it's going to have URL, height, width, type. Anything else? Am I missing anything? I think that's probably enough to begin with. It's going to have the auto ID as well. Okay. Let's see if that takes us anywhere. So right now it's generating the collection, and this is, I guess, the example entry that Firebase needs to actually create a new collection, which is fine. And we're going to have the height, type, URL, and width. So this is great. Then it looks like we can add a collection within a collection, and then we can add more documents here and there. But then we will also need users, and the user will have email, password, email and password, and probably, I don't know, some information below, maybe age, some other things, maybe create that. Not sure what else. I mean, we are just kind of making it up for the example purposes. It's not really like a final schema for our database or our users collection. It's only for this particular moment, so I'm just gonna save it like this. Hello guys, hello SO, and hello Satish. Yes, this video is going to be available on our YouTube channel, Cellcode Digital YouTube channel. So you'll be able to view it later on, as every other video that we do, or the live series that I'm working on. Everything is uploaded to Cellcode Digital YouTube channel, and you can just view it there. So don't worry if you can't watch it tonight. You won't miss out, because it's gonna be uploaded to YouTube afterwards. It's gonna be archived in there. Okay, anyway, let's get back. So I'm just trying to see what other options we've got in here. So these are just some suggested fields. So Satish is hoping to watch a complete series how to create the e-commerce app. Would that be, what kind of tech stack would you want it to be? Would you want it to be like a full stack kind of thing? I don't know, Apollo, GraphQL, React, or what exactly? Because I keep getting a lot of recommendations from you guys of what I could be doing next, and I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that you kind of share your ideas with me. It's actually very cool, and some ideas are actually quite impressive. I'm kind of curious to run some of the ideas you share with me, because they are cool. But anyway, hello Varga. do I give lessons in WordPress? I personally don't. I do know WordPress, and it really depends on what you are willing to learn. I mean, a friend of mine, he's actually quite good at WordPress. I might just point you at him, and maybe you can guys discuss everything between two of you. I'm kind of more of a JavaScript developer, and I'm focusing on React and React Native at the moment. So I had been using WordPress some time ago, and WordPress has been serving us all really well, but kind of, you know, once you get into development, you want to be building things yourself, and WordPress is something I do for my clients, or like, you know, my family relatives when they want to have a website and I have to spin off something really quickly with quite a few different functionalities, or if I need to build, like, you know, a blog which has certain bits and bobs here and there, then I go for WordPress because it's just a quick win. But otherwise, I'm kind of trying to stay away from it. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, so this is our database right now. So we've got two collections. We've got media items and users. I don't need anything else for now, I don't think. So yeah, I don't know if that has kind of like a relationships or anything. I don't know how to connect media items and users just yet, but we'll get there hopefully. There are some rules, but I don't think we actually need any rules just yet. Right, so here we can just structure the rules and guard the data which can be accessed. Go on, Varga. What kind of question do you have? Right, anyway. Okay, so question one is where from do I buy my domains and where do I host them? Oh dear. So that's a very complex question. First of all, it depends. It really depends. So the domains, I started moving them across to AWS, and because before I had them all over the place, I used to use like different providers, and I had different websites here and there. So I was using like GoDaddy, and some time ago there was 123 reg or whatever that was called, and then yeah, they were just all over the place, so I had to renew them from different places. I had different like admin panels to manage them, and I just found it a bit difficult to maintain. So I started before they were expiring, and there was the moment to renew them. I was just migrating everything over to AWS, and now I kind of use AWS only for the domains. But so there is that tool called Webflow, and I use it sometimes. So this basically is like a tool where you can design and develop things online, and I use it for very simple websites, like almost like, you know, landing pages, and it has a built-in e-commerce and CMS as well. So you can definitely use it for a bit more complex things. But they also provide the domain services, so you can have the CMS and the hosting with them, as well as the domains and the built-in kind of design tool, whatever. So if I don't have to build anything complex from scratch, I just use this as well because it's just quick to use. Right, so there you go. So let's go back to our app, and now we're going to try to access the database. So first of all, I'm gonna start our app and see if everything still works. Haven't pushed my changes last week, so I'm gonna do it in a minute, just so we have the latest. Also, there is a new Expo version, so I think I might upgrade our project in a second, just so we have the latest version, and that comes with React hooks and things like that. So it's definitely useful for us to upgrade the version. And so you can also see, I actually have to run the debugger. Okay, let me open the debugger so you guys can see everything. Gonna close that one. Yeah, so you can connect to your database from multiple places. So this is the entire idea of having like the APIs and things like that. So the API is agnostic and it doesn't really care what client connects to it. So that's the beauty of, like, you know, RESTful APIs and those cloud services, right? Because you can just access them from wherever you want. Okay, here is our app. So yeah, so that's why you see I'm building. Let's imagine that this app is kind of almost ready, right? And then all of a sudden I went crazy and decided to build a web app on top of this. And there is that thing called React Native for Web, where you can. They also released a new version recently as well, so you can almost share the code base between Android, iOS, web as well. I think there are possibilities to share. It depends on the designs and the structure that you are going for, but there are possibilities and there are examples where you can share up to like 95% of the code base between those three platforms, which is absolutely incredible if you think about it. And those platforms can obviously, you know, they can share the code base, they can have the same store and everything, and also connect to the same APIs, right? And then the APIs can handle it on the server side. So it's really cool. I do recommend checking out React Native for Web, because that is another cool feature that you definitely want to be aware of. Okay, so let's see if our photo uploading still works. Can't remember where we actually left it, but I'm gonna check it out in a minute. Okay, so there is some handle image select. There are actually a couple of things here. So we want to upload the photo to the store to kind of cache it locally, and then we want to use that eventually to upload it to the Firebase. So we need two actions. Let me see what what actions we've got right now. Ah, I see. So I actually started doing it and never finished. Probably run out of time last week. So what we want to have is pick image type, action type, of course. And we also want to have the payload, which is the image. Obviously, nothing too fancy here. I think we can actually go for a shorthand. Okay. Cool. Aha. This is another thing. This is where everything started to fail last week. I do remember now. But hold on a sec. So first of all, we want to connect our new action, which is called pick image. So we want to bind that action to our props. And then we want to what I actually should be calling it is set image, because this is exactly what it's going to be doing. It's not picking the image. So we are picking the image here, but in the store we are actually setting it. So I'm going to call it accordingly, just to make sure I don't mix it up with anything else. And I'm gonna make it required as well. So we handle the image select, where we are going to be setting that image in the store. We have to add it to our types. Set image. I actually do like to define all the props and everything alphabetically. I think I've said that many times already. So this is going to be called set image. Okay. So another thing is that we have to add it to our reducers, right? So set image. Should be actually null, I guess, but let's keep it like this for now. Right. So that's correct. That's correct. Set image. Set image. Set image. Good. And everything works as expected. Set image. Surprisingly, ESLint didn't actually mention anything in there. Okay, cool. That's good. So now, not sure if you guys can see this little window down here, which is actually the it's the store DevTools. So now, when I select a photo, it's probably gonna take a little second. Okay, I see. So it is saved. It's just not saved on the image, so the reducer is wrong. That's what we have to do. And let's check again. I mean, you don't have to do it. You can you can upload the photo directly to Firestore or to the Firebase storage. But I'm just doing it for now, so we can. Excellent. So if we check this store now, this is how our store looks like. I might actually change the windows here because we are probably going to be using the store a bit more. So I want you guys to see it properly. Just gonna change it like this. Excellent. It's a bit slow because it saves all the base 64 string in there, so it kind of, yeah, it's kind of huge. But you can see it's there, so now it's probably a bit more visible for you. So these are our reducers. We have our app, we have our auth with user, and we have our media assets as well, where the uploaded images. So now, even though we navigate away from this screen, we can still access that store and we can still do something with that image. So I don't know, let's imagine that whatever happens, it's kind of saved in there, it's kind of cached. So even though you navigate away from that screen, it's still cached, it's still in the store, it's persisted. So you can do something with this a bit later. Even so, let's imagine that your app would go offline for some reason. We could still have that image saved, and when the user logs back in, we could still upload that photo. So we kind of catch it even if it's in offline mode. It's not absolutely necessary, but I'm just kind of doing it for now. What we could do, we could actually even display it, I believe. So if we go to the links tab, which is this one, I'm probably gonna rename it all. Probably just gonna change it all at some point. Maybe not this week, maybe next week. But if we go to links, you can see that there is a scroll view, because you can scroll it, right? So now we can import image from React Native. Oh my lord, the music is a bit kind of like I'm doing something on time, you know, like there was 30 seconds left and I have to do it quickly. So there is the image. And here is the source. Style. We're going to use this one because this is the base 64 one that we are having in our store. Just want to show you that we're gonna be on a different screen and it's still gonna be there. Right. So what we have to do, we have to map state to props, and we're going to have our image from the state, from media assets image, right? And then I want my styles to be up here. I'm actually gonna call them actually that's fine. Yeah, so export default, connect, map state to props, and this is going to be called, this is going to be our links screen, right? So we are now going to export our connected component. Right. Sorry, just a typo there. Okay, cool. So now we are going to have our image style as well. Height 50, width 50, and maybe let's make it 100, just so it looks okay. Styles, image. I do like to name it as, just because it's a bit quicker. So when you name it as, you don't have to type the entire word style every time. So there is another question from Varga. Have I ever tried to combine React with FreeSwitch or Camilio or Asterix or a WebRTC? No, I haven't. Actually, no, I haven't. But if you have, it would be good to see an example if you have any. So right, so then we're going to deconstruct our props, so we can use let me see how the data is saved. Not sure if it actually starts with data colon image. I think it's just a row base 64. Yeah, I think it is. So what we might need to do is, so let's create a constant called URI, and that is gonna be data image PNG base 64, and then this is what it's going to be. So this is going to be our URI. Okay, just like that. So it's missing its prop validation as well. That should be very easy to add. Static prop types, image prop types, shape. I'm not gonna add any specific props just yet. From prop types. Okay. There is actually one more thing that we have to do, because as you can see right now, there are no images whatsoever. So we can either have a placeholder there, or we can only display this image if image exists, right? And then that means we have to change our initial state to null. Right. And that is because of this as well. So image does have to exist. There you go. So now let's try to select it from our library. And obviously that's updated now. And there is our image. So that is lovely. You can see that the image is there. You can see it's been uploaded nicely. Obviously we can do a bit more of a styling, you know. We could create this entire thing a bit more user-friendly. Maybe put it in the background, use the cover property. But first of all, I think I'm gonna clean it up a little bit as well, because it's becoming very unreadable. So I'm gonna get rid of that text at the top, just like so. Okay. Oops, that was the wrong view. To be fair, we probably can add some styling to it. Get started text maybe. I really need to change the styles to S because it really bothers me. Okay, so I can also remove this bottom thing. Gonna change all the styles now. Oops. Okay, cool. So it's a bit cleaner. Okay, this is not used anywhere either, so we can get rid of this as well. The update user is also not used anywhere, so we'll probably be able to get rid of that in a sec. We don't need isDev, I don't think. Right. Cool. So our homepage is a bit, you know, cleaner in a way. So now, we can start accessing our Firebase database. So we want to access this page. Can't remember what I set, the secondary type. Okay, that looks a bit like our app now. Get started text. Right, let me see if we can get rid of any of these styles here now. Probably we can. It's all being removed. We don't need that stuff. Okay, that is used elsewhere. That guy too. I think everything else is kinda needed. Cool. So now, yeah, just for those who only just joined us, we can upload the image, see it on another screen, which is quite cool. But this is not what we are going to be doing next. So our next task is to create new action. New action in the store where we want to actually upload our photo, right? So we upload a photo and then we have to save the information. Okay. I kind of left it as a total mess last time, but that's fine. We can fix it in a second. So this is our storage. I don't know if you guys remember what we did last week. We were able to upload the images to Firebase storage, and this is where the images are, which was rather cool. I kind of enjoyed it. But what I want is the docs. So I want to go back to our docs and see where we are. Upload files. Yes, so here we are. Use the blob or file API. What we actually use, I think, I'm wondering if we could use anything from Expo. Because that would be quite cool. Let me see. Let's go to Expo. You probably can't see much. Let's put it on 150. Oi, oi, oi. Wrong button. Okay, so what I'm trying to see is if Expo actually has any kind of API for me to use out of the box. Write as string asynchronously, delete, move, copy, read directory. All I really want is there you go. So they kind of do it manually as well. That's not what I want. So I would probably have to use some sort of regex or regex. I just need a file name. That's all. Because yeah, otherwise, I mean, so this is for manipulating the files on your mobile. That's not what I want actually. I want the opposite. I want the files from the mobile to be manipulated. Not really manipulated, I just need to get the file name, that's all. So I'm probably just gonna use some regex and okay, so that's one thing. We will need to add another button. So let's create another kind of container called upload the image. So this is gonna be calling So on press, we're going to call this handle photo upload. Okay. This handle. Okay, so we don't have any of this anymore. Cool. And then this is going to be using upload image method from our props, which is connected to the store, and then upload image. We can actually have our image in here as well if we need to. It's just gonna be passed down there. So what we want to have is the image from media assets. Okay, so then we need to add the prop as well. Shape. I'm not shaping it though. I'm just setting it as an empty object. Cool. So we have one to pick and one to upload. Great. No. Let's go back to our actions. Okay, so we have our upload image here. Now, storage ref, I think that's how it should be used. Right, so let's pick an image. Oops, just clicked multiple times. Let's just pick an image. Let's just pick the first one. Okay, and then let's upload it. Right. First of all, hopefully that got saved down here. URI. Okay. So what we want to have, we just want to get this. We just want to get this name, right? We just want to get this name and save it. So I'm just gonna search for. This is probably the closest. It's taken from Stack Overflow. So be careful, guys. You know, you can't trust things that are taken from the Stack Overflow. I mean, I'm kidding. What would we do without the Stack Overflow? We'll probably just kind of struggle. Mert Khan Karakus. I am going to, well, not me, but automatically this stream is going to be archived to Selco Digital YouTube channel. So don't worry. Everything is going to be saved. This is the problem. Should have saved, guys. There were two image action sheets and it was just opening twice. I thought I was multi-clicking it, but not really. See? Right. So, there you go. This is our file name. Perfect. So now Now we have the file name, and we are on a good way to upload it correctly. So that's what we have to do. Child, here, child, and then images, whatever the name, right? Images and file name. Excellent, good stuff. Okay, let's save it. So just as a reminder, every single episode of this series has been saved to YouTube, Cellcode Digital YouTube channel. You can find that channel on YouTube by typing youtube.com/c sorry, not hyphen, /c/Cellcode Digital. So C stands for channel, and if you do youtube.com/c/Cellcode Digital, this is Cellcode Digital YouTube channel, and you can go to playlists straight away, and there is this React Native Create an App playlist where there are all of the episodes added. There are 13 in total. Some of them are 2 hours long, so I think in total there is like 16 hours in there. And you can follow everything from the episode 1. There is still some sort of problem with this action sheet. Not entirely sure what is happening. As it's a completely different right, yes. I think we used some other method last time. Didn't we use something else? Do you guys remember? Something is a bit weird. Okay, so that got updated or uploaded, should have said. Let's refresh our Firebase. Oops. Don't think it has been updated. Uploaded, I mean. Upload image, child images, file name. Well, I mean, yeah, file name. But what are we uploading? There you go. This is what I'm talking about. It needs some sort of file to be uploaded, right? Put string message, then function. So what we want to have is this storage ref. The message is actually our image.base64. And then going to have the snapshot like so. Gonna console log that snapshot as well. Oh, right. Guys, hold on. I do remember now. So this, yes, there you go. So this is our storage ref. But what we want to have is our image ref, right? You kind of watch, but never say anything. Image ref. There you go. And this is going to be our file name. So this is what we wanted to have, like this, right? And then this is our image ref. Cool. So first of all, we have to create our storage ref, which accesses the store. I still don't know what why it kind of hold on, let me see where exactly we are or how we are storing the image. I think it's base 64. Yeah, it is. URI. No, it's the base 64. Base 64. Yeah, this is the right one, not base 64 URL. So we don't need this one as well. Okay, cool. So now it should work.
Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. We create things as a
Woohoo!
reflection of this struggle. To study
Okay.
our perception of self.
Now we have the snapshot.
That way isn't
We go to the images,
you achieve.
and here it is. So you can see this is May 23rd. This got saved. Perfect. Now what we want to do is on success, which is here, we want to do something else, right? So I'm gonna have on image success, and this is going to be a function, obviously. It's gonna have the snapshot. So on image success, do something, and then on image error or fail, however you want to call it, handle the error, right? So what we want to have is on image success right there, and on image error. Okay, so it's gonna be a bit cleaner. You can see exactly where everything happens. So then on image success, we want to save the result in our database, right? So database, and let's go to the docs and see how we actually access our database. Gonna go for the one for dev, for web, sorry. Register your app, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is all kind of boring. We've done that before. Okay, this is a bit more interesting. Firestore. Now, how do we call that again? Database. Is that what we need to do? Is it as simple as that? Is it just Firebase database? Is it? That would be very simple. Cloud Firestore real-time database authentication. I think it is actually the Cloud Firestore. Add and manage data, right? Read data, get data once, listen for real-time updates, perform simple and compute queries, order and limit data, paginate data with query cursor, enable offline access to data. That's also interesting. Manage indexes, secure data, Cloud Firestore integrations. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Firestore projects, database, list documents. Okay, so these are all the API operations that we can run. But what I really need, to be fair, I think I can. So Firebase Firestore. Let's see what we can get from there. Okay. So let's pick an image. Whoops, that's not what I was meant to do. Unheld promise rejection. Firebase default Firestore is not a function. Okay, I'm gonna console log Firebase and see what kind of methods we've got available. We'll have to add some indicators as well, because right now you can see that it takes ages and we can't really see it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is our Firebase. So this Firebase has some promises. Factories. There you go. There is database and storage, React Native. Blah blah blah. Doesn't really tell me much, does it? Database, there you go. So it is a function, but I probably need to Firebase Firestore. Maybe this is Firebase Firestore. So I believe it is. There you go. I believe it is. Aha. Yeah. Perfect. Now we are talking. So there you go. Collection users. So what we want to have is db collection media items, right? And then we want to add new, and as far as I can remember, oh my god, what did we add in there? So we will need the snapshot, because we definitely have a height in there, width. We can just hard code something for now. Use 100 and 100, then we'll handle that later. What else did we use in there? So let me quickly double check. So it's height, type, URL, and width. Okay, so type, that is taken from the item, if I can remember. Obviously that opens up forever. Oh, come on. It's just so slow, isn't it? It's because that base 64 is so huge, and I closed it as well, and it's gonna take, again, forever. But you can see what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to upload the image to Firebase storage, and if it successfully okay, cool. So it's actually gonna be image type. Lovely jubbly. And then so the URL is going to be, I'm gonna create the config file in a minute where we are going to keep our APIs. So it's going to be in the config or in the constants, and in the constants I'm gonna have the constants called API. Oh, come on, API, and this is going to be assets storage URL. Okay. So that asset storage URL, gonna do it like this. Then there is gonna be hyphen, and hyphen, yeah, file name. Okay. I think this is going to be a nice and clean solution. So this is always going to be the same. Then the file name is what we actually generate on the fly. And let's import this API from constants. There actually is a folder called constants already. So this is it. I'm gonna create a new one called API, and then Actually, I'm gonna call it. What did I call it? I have a good memory, but very short. Asset storage URL. Cool stuff. Now. Now. That's what I was worried about. Let me see if I can paste it in here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So here's where it is. Wondering if I can open that up like so. Let me copy this name. So this is the snapshot. This is the snapshot of our file. But annoyingly, I can't see it. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to access the file directly. Not really, because otherwise this would tell me to download it. You see, download URL. And I don't want to download it, I want to preview it. So I'm wondering if there is something that I would have to upgrade to, or if there is like a different kind of different way of doing this. Because this is not really accessible, is it? Bucket. Let's read up on it and see. So this is, yeah, this is the one. Download files, use file metadata. Don't really want to download files. I just want to see them, right? You can create a reference by appending child path to the storage root, or you can create a reference from an existing GS or HTTPS URL referencing an object in cloud storage. So I see. So it kind of it kind of lets you access it, but for some reason can't preview it. So you see that is downloading it directly, and I don't want to download it. Which is weird. So this is what it is. Let's get rid of that guy. Huh. C44, yeah. So it doesn't allow me to preview it. But anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that for now. So we can do a different thing. Instead of creating that asset storage URL, we can get it from the snapshot, as you can see here. So this is our snapshot, and this is the bucket. So we could do snapshot bucket slash snapshot name. Snapshot bucket snapshot name. Excellento. And let's see if that is going to add it to our collection. Wondering if we have to provide the ID ourselves, or if we can, if it's gonna create it for ourselves. Firebase Firestore is not a function. I'm not sure what the problem is. Yeah, I think it's this guy here. Maybe we need to create it higher up. Could be. I think we had that problem with the file storage as well. We had to define it before. Still not getting it. No. Maybe because I haven't. Well, it definitely has the storage, so it's definitely configured. Yeah, it's definitely set, because I remember we were doing it before. So we've got the API key, old domain, database URL, storage bucket, API key, old domain, project ID. Okay, I'm definitely missing the project ID then. Process and Firebase project ID. And what is the project ID? I guess this is it, right? I'll have to do it in a second screen, because you guys cannot preview my my secret keys. So let me quickly do it on the second screen, and just gonna double check remote config dynamic links. Just gonna quickly check what the project ID is, and I'm going to provide it. Project ID, okay, found it. So now I'll need to set it quickly in the .env file. Firebase project ID. Okay. Let me save it. Right. Sorry, I had to set it on the second screen because otherwise you would have seen my secret keys, and we definitely don't want to do that. But as a reminder, guys, if you do enjoy these videos, I would love you to leave the comments below these videos on YouTube, because then YouTube is the algorithms of YouTube is putting it up higher, and it's becoming a bit more popular, so more people can actually comment on it and throw their suggestions as well, and that's how we can build the community around it. So it would be great if you could like it or dislike it, whatever, and leave a comment, because that will definitely help to boost it, to boost the popularity of these videos, and then I can just do more of this, right? This is exactly what we want. We want to do a bit more of this live coding series. We're slowly going to be wrapping up. No. I don't think this is gonna be working. There is something I'm missing in the configuration. Probably need to double check it. Nope, Firestore is still not a function. Oh dear, I'm wondering if maybe they call it differently. But this is definitely what Firebase Firestore, right? It definitely cannot connect to it for whatever reason. And this is definitely the right one. Not entirely sure, to be honest. And we are running out of time, so I'll have to pause it and do it another time. But this would be the idea. The idea would be to create an instance of the database. I'm still wondering why it wouldn't work there, because so let me just quickly open up the home screen. I think wondering where no, it's not the home screen, it's app.js Firebase init. It initializes the Firebase, so it's definitely initialized. Just gonna go to Firebase as well. Oh, that's Firebase from Firebase. I'm wondering if that's because Firebase Firestore. Wondering if that's because at that point it's still not kind of not initialized yet. I think the store is being initialized before the app, right? because obviously it wraps the entire app. This is also very annoying, this so on the image select, handle image select. I'm not sure why that happens. Okay. But the Firestore is still undefined. So we'll have to debug it, and this is going to be our next task. So I think we can remove this completely. I'm gonna archive it, maybe even delete it. Right, so I need to add some comments here. So we need to find out why Firestore is undefined, and access the database from our Redux actions. So this is going to be a comment for me for next week, just so I remember. This is still in progress. But basically, the idea is that we have our database instance somewhere there, and so once we pick the image and we upload it, if it uploads successfully to Firebase storage, then we want to save the information about that file in our database, in our media items section, right? Collection. So then we can just access this collection and either retrieve all the images from there, or we can just get some data from there, or we can pick it one by one. But we want to save that information in our database, and we don't need the API stuff anymore. So I'm gonna remove the file, and yeah, so image picker plus image upload added. This is going to be checked into our develop branch, to our repo, so we have everything saved in there. I'm not sure, guys, if you have any other questions. I'm gonna be on Facebook and YouTube for another 15 minutes if you want to ask me some questions, kind of off the cameras. I'm gonna be there for 15, maybe 20 minutes answering your questions. If not, then I'm gonna see you next week. I'm also thinking of running more of a tutorial videos, because I keep being asked about tutorials and a bit shorter videos as well. So I uploaded a video to Selco Digital YouTube channel about GraphQL and what it is. So I'm thinking of uploading more of the videos like that. If you want to see those kind of videos, do let me know in the comments. Because that's something I might be doing once a week as well. So I'm thinking of keeping up this live coding series on Wednesdays, but also doing the short video uploads on Saturdays. So those tutorial videos are gonna be up to 10 minutes, and they're gonna be focused on specific subject, and they're gonna be just videos so you can learn something from it, whilst the live coding is basically just me doing stuff. I'm not really teaching that much, but that's not what this live coding series is all about. This live coding series is all about having the interaction with you guys, and so you can see what I'm doing from time to time. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. It's been great again. You asked some questions. I love it. I love it when you do so. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. And yeah, thanks for staying for a bit longer tonight. Sorry that I couldn't make it yesterday, and hopefully I'm gonna see you next week. So thanks very much. Bye for now.